Hello. So the match has already started, and as I see, it's 34 for one at the end of eighth over. And well, I really wanted to do a preview of this one, but I just got run out of time a little bit. But yeah, the game is being played in Hyderabad, and the pitch here has been traditionally really, really good for batting because we've seen huge targets being chased down. And I, as I have just started to speak, Babar Azam is dismissed for 5 of 17. Yes, so it was. I mean, I did mention here partly cloudy, but it was a pretty sunny day to begin with, and by the looks of it, it should be really good surface to bat on. But I can see the ball gripping from the first ball that Aryan that bowled. But yeah, so it has to be a batting paradise to say the least, because we've seen how the games have panned out traditionally in Hyderabad. Plus the warm up games. I mean, those were proper high scoring games as far as batting is concerned. And you did see Pakistan coming all the way back, though there are big question marks on how serious Australians were with their bowling attack. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward. We can just run down a little bit on how the things have panned out for this venue in particular in the last a few games, basically that were played in Hyderabad. I'll quickly take you to that slide and. Yeah, so you do see, like, few games have been they have been won by teams chasing the total as well as teams batting. So there are seven ODIs that have been played at this venue, and four were won by team batting first and three by team batting second. So it's going to fare well right throughout the day. But batting in the lights in the second innings could be uh, favorable to the batting side a little bit, as we have seen. But it all comes down to, like, how you utilize those power plays and so on and so forth. Now, coming to the main thing, how these teams have fared in the last six ODIs. Well, Pakistan, as they haven't had a really good Asia Cup because they had a one bad defeat, and that sort of opened a whole lot of Pandora's box with their combinations. They play playing 11, and what they are capable of in this tournament. So they didn't qualify for the Asia Cup finals. They have won just two out of their last six games. One game being washed out against India. So not up. Let's say, like, one big performance came against Nepal and against Zimbabwe, for that matter. And then on the other hand, Netherlands, they've had a decent run, though they have won just, I think, three games and lost three, but they have managed 350 plus on two occasions, right? So that actually shows you how strong they are when it comes down to their batting, probably. So it's going to be very interesting to say what this game brings about. Now, coming to the Dutch point of view, from well, they are the qualifiers basically. So you do really have some players in their squad who can actually turn it around. Bas Deleda, Scott Edwards, and Teja Nadimunaru. So these can be some players to watch out for in this game for Netherlands. And then you have Ackerman, then Shiraz, and Aryan Dutt. I'm not too sure if Shiraz is playing today, but yeah, Aryan Dutt, well, he has actually picked up. No, he hasn't actually. So he has looked really good in the early part of the innings that has happened so far. The biggest advantage for them is the attacking prowess they have, because they play attacking cricket, and this is something that you would see from their brand of cricket in the tournament as it progresses. Bracy and Wandermere Factor. Well, these are the two experienced players in the Netherlands squad, and you can see a lot from them, as the tournament progresses. So watch out for these two lads. And yeah, quickly moving on to the Pakistan team. Well, they've had quite a few setbacks, to be honest. Well, to begin with, it was the Naseem Shah injury that has, on the negative side for them. I mean, they are bereft of that fast bowling prowess early on in the innings, because he was providing that able support to Shaheen Shah Afridi, and then Haris was coming towards the other side of the power play and getting things done. Misfiring spinners, well, Shadab and Nawaz, they haven't been, amongst the wickets for quite a few games now. So it will be very interesting to see how they pan up in this World Cup, and do they have enough firepower in their belly to come down and deliver when it all matters? Captaincy, well, that has been one question mark. Babar Azam, he hasn't looked that threatening and making those challenging decisions in between the innings when the opposition gets on top of the game. And that is something that we'll have to see how he copes up in this World Cup. Babar Azam, Shaheen, and Rizwan, well, those are definitely going to be the three important factors as far as the Pakistan teams is concerned. Ground fielding, well, another point where Pakistan will have to look at as a point of concern, because as far as the Asia Cup goes, and as I begin to speak, number three goes down for Pakistan. I think it's Imamul Haq who got dismissed just now. So, yeah, basically, ground fielding they have to be really careful about and put their best foot forward and try and see where this game takes them. Well, right now, it looks like Netherlands, for the moment, are running away with it, to say the least. It's been three down for literally nothing on the board. So, not quite sure where this is going to end up. But as it stands, we can just hope and see some good cricket, but nothing from Pakistan so far. Now, what will be the match predictions? The way I see it, it was definitely a win the toss, bat first sort of a situation. But Netherlands, I think, from in retrospect, it looks like they have read the pitch really well and have utilized the early 8-10 overs and have managed 3 wickets for the loss of 18. So for 38 runs on the board, and so I think it was a win the toss and bat first kind of a thing for Pakistan, especially to get some runs under the belt for most of their players, but that hasn't looked like it. We'll have to wait and see. So I was going with the opinion that Saud and Babar to score 100 plus runs combined, but Babar is dismissed for 5. So the onus of scoring 95 runs is on Saud Shakil alone. He's out there to bat now. Pakistan to score 270 plus again. I won't change it. Let's see where they go and how many more they can score from here on. It's 38 for 3 as of now. Shaheen to take 2 plus wickets in the power play. Well, we'll have to wait for his turn to come up. Aryander to dismiss Babar, that hasn't happened. I think it's I don't know, somebody else has got the wicket. So Max O'Dowd and Vikram to score 80 plus, and Netherlands, well, that is completely out of the equation because Netherlands are bowling first. I still think Pakistan can go all the way and win this game, but for the moment, it doesn't look way too pretty for Pakistan. So do join me again in the mid innings, and we'll keep coming in right throughout the course of the World Cup. So thank you so much, and stay tuned.